Hi guys, so in this video we are going to learn about string manipulation in Python. This is our chapter 5. Actually this is part 2 of our string manipulation. Already in our previous video we have learned about string operators and string manipulation. So here in this video we are going to learn about string manipulating functions. So in this second part, we are going to learn about string manipulation functions in Python. So there are so many inbuilt functions which are available in Python to manipulate our string. Okay, so all these things we are going to see one by one. In that first one is len function. So this is used to find the length of a string. It is used to calculate the number of elements in the string and returns an integer value, which is the number of elements. The count will be displayed as the output. Syntax for this is len of a, which means a is equal to, we are assigning some string. So here print length of a, which means length of the string, the whole string will be printed. So now let me show the example for this. So as I said, a is equal to, I'm just assigning a string as Krish Infotech here. When the length is being calculated, even the spaces which we are in given within this string will be added, will be counted as a length. Okay, so the total length, the output for this is string length is 15. Okay, so this is the output for this program. So this string, the length function is used to identify the length of a string, the total count of the characters. That will be displayed as the output. So the next function which we are going to see is lower function. This function is used to convert all the characters of the input string from the uppercase to lowercase. However, the user enters the input, all the characters will be converted into lowercase. Suppose if the users enter the cases already in lowercase, that will be displayed as it is. There will be no changes. So the main thing is we'll be getting the output in lowercase. Syntax is a dot lower. Let me show the example for this. Again, here we are giving the full input in capital letters. A is a variable, assigning this value to this variable. Print string in lowercase, a dot lower. A is a variable. Now all these text will be converted into lowercase. So that will be the output for our program. So Krish Infotech is coming in small letters. Okay, so this is the use of lower function. So next we are going to see about upper function. As lower function converts all the characters from uppercase to lowercase. So here upper function converts the characters from lowercase to uppercase. Suppose if the user enters the text in uppercase, that will be displayed as it is. So the syntax for this is a dot upper, open and close bracket. Always whenever you are using this, open and close brackets are very important. If you miss this, you will be getting the error message. Okay, a is a variable. You can use any kind of variable, that's your wish. So here is our example. Here I'm giving all these text in small letter. So I'm just giving text in uppercase as an output string, a dot upper. So the output will be like, we are getting the text in capital letter. Okay, so this is upper function. Next we are going to see about replace function. So this will replace the entire string with another string which we are giving in the input. Syntax for this is a dot replace string 1 comma string 2. String 1 is a older string, string 2 is a newer string. Okay, so now string 1 will be removed and string 2 will be added. Example, a is equal to Java, that is the original string. Now I am just replacing a dot replace open bracket Java into Python. This is string 1 and this is string 2. Now the updated string will be printed here. So now let me show the output. Original string is Java. After I am replacing, value of a is Python. Okay, so this is string replacement. Replacing the value of string to another value. Okay, so this is string 1 and this is string 2. String 1 will get erased and string 2 will be assigned to that particular variable which we are using here in the program. So that's why the value of a is printed as Python over here. So at the beginning, value of a is Java, and once we use replace function, the value of a is Python. So this is replace function. Next we are going to see about strip function. What is the strip? Strip function is used to remove the extra spaces which are available at the beginning and end of the string, which the user entered accidentally. Okay, so syntax is a dot strip. As usual, a is our variable. Going to the example. So here you can check, after this double quotation, I just left a space, and here even after the text gets over, I just left a space. So at the beginning and at the end, we are leaving some space, that is extra space, which are not at all necessary. Okay, so first I'm just printing without strip function. This will be printed as it is with the space. Now with strip function, a dot strip. Okay, open and close bracket, that is very important. Now let me show you the output. So here you can see you are getting one extra space over here after the colon, and here after the colon there is no extra space at all. The text is printed as it is. So this strip function removed this extra spaces automatically. Okay, so here this strip function are having two types. One is used to remove the extra spaces at the right side of the text, and the other one is used to remove the extra spaces, extra characters at the left side of the text. So the first one is R strip, which is used to remove the extra spaces or characters at the right side of the string. Syntax a dot R strip. Okay, so here a dot R strip, I'm just giving as infotech. Why am I giving infotech instead of using a simple brackets? So here, this particular string will be removed from the text at all. Okay, so here we'll be getting the output only as Krish. Now let me show you the output. So without R strip function, it is displayed as it is. With the strip function, it is displaying only Krish because I asked this strip function to remove this entire text at all, this entire word at all. So I just removed it, just sliced this. You remember we just used the slice operator? Same here, slice operator. Here we are using that as a function. That's it. Okay. So here it is just removing that particular string from the original string, and it is displaying the balanced one. Okay. So this is R strip. Next, we are going to see about L strip. Here, this is used to remove the extra spaces or character at the left side of the string. Then, the syntax is a dot L strip. So, as I said, this is not only used to remove the spaces, but also used to remove the characters. So, when you are going to remove the character, you have to mention the character within the bracket. That's why we have seen even in the R strip. Okay, R strip and L strip, we are mentioning the characters because this is the example for removing the character. And in strip function, we just seen the how to remove the spaces, extra spaces. Okay, so here A is equal to Krish infotech. So without L strip function, it will be printed as it is. With L strip function, here left side we are having the text as Krish, that will be removed, and you will be getting the output as infotech. Now the output is infotech. So first without L strip, with L strip. So this is how our L strip function is working. Next we are going to see about is upper function. This checks whether all the characters in the given input are in uppercase. So this function will return only true or false. It will return true if all the elements in the string are in capital letters, uppercase. Else, even if a single character is in small letter, it will return as false. Okay. Now example for this, I've just given everything in capital letter. So print a dot is upper. Okay, I'm just checking is all the characters in A are uppercase or not. If it is true, it will print true, else false. So now as all these characters are in capital letters, the output will be true. Okay, so this is the use of this upper function. Next we are going to see about is lower function, whether all the characters are in lowercase. It will return true if all the elements of the string are in lowercase, else it will return false. Now let us go to the example. All the characters are in small letter. So if I ask this interpreter to check whether all the characters are in lowercase or not, it will print me true. So this is the use of isLawyer function. Next we are going to see about isDigit function. This function checks whether a string consists of a digit in it or not. Okay, so syntax is string dot isDigit open and close bracket. Here st is nothing but a variable. In previous example we just used a as a variable. Here we are using st. That's it. So a variable dot isDigit open and close bracket. Now I'm just giving an example. Here I'm just giving some numbers as a string. Okay, so and I'm just asking the interpreter to check whether this variable is having a digit or not, whether this particular string is having a digit or not. So now let me check the output. It is of course true, as it is having so many digits, the numbers inside it. Okay, so this is the use of isDigit function. And the next function is alpha function. Is any of the string character is having alphabets or not. So that is alpha function, and this function will return false if it encounters even a single digit, even a single number in your particular string. So syntax is variable dot isAlpha open and close bracket. Example, here I'm just giving all the characters as alphabets. Even if you leave a single space, it will return as false. So that is the main thing over here. It will encounter even a single space, it will return you a false statement. Okay, so now of course it will give you true. Now I'm just going to show another example. I just left space between these Christian photo. It will give you the output as false, because that space will not be considered as an alphabet. Space is not an alphabet, it is a character. Okay, so it is giving us a output as false. Okay, so this is alpha function, and the next function is all num. Okay, here this is used to check whether the given elements, given characters are having alphanumeric. Okay, in that case it will give true, else it will give false. The syntax is variable dot is all num open and close bracket. Example, here I'm just giving a vehicle number. Okay, so this is having both alphabet and number, so of course it will give you the output as true. Okay, alphabets and numbers, so that is called alphanumeric. Okay, so this is the use of alnum function. Next function is find function. You remember in Word document, okay, in Microsoft Word we are having find option, right, which is used to search a particular text or character or a word or a phrase in your whole document. Okay, same here, find function is used to search whether a particular string or substring is available in your given string, the original string. Okay, syntax is variable dot find, within bracket we have to give the value which we are searching. Okay, so now the example is I'm just giving the text, the string, and assigning the value to a dot find is the name of the function, open bracket, I'm just giving the text as info. So now I'm just checking whether this particular string is having this substring info or not. Okay, now the output will be like, it will give the index of the substring, okay, where it is present in your whole string, the original string. It will not print whether it is true or false, or the particular string is available or not, yes or no. It will not print all those cases. It will print, suppose if your substring is available in that particular original string, it will show you the index of that particular substring where it is starting. Okay, so it returns the starting index of the substring to be searched within the original string. Now it is displaying as 6 because after this 5, it is starting with 0, right? Index value, you remember we learned index value in the previous video. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this word info is starting in the index 6. So it is just displaying as 6. Okay, so the starting index of the substring will be displayed as the output. So that is the use of find function. Next we are going to see how to delete a string from the original string. Here we are going to use the keyword as del, del, for deleting different objects such as variable, string, list. You can delete anything. Like you can delete a variable, you can delete even a string, and you can delete even set of list also. Okay, so the example for this is I'm just using del a. So this particular variable will get deleted, or this particular string will get deleted. Okay, now I'm just assigning a particular string to a. The original string will be printed in the next statement. Now I'm deleting this particular variable. So when you are deleting this variable, the value of this variable also will get deleted. Okay, now print a, which means nothing will be printed. Actually, that should be our output. Now let us check the output of this. Yes, so original string Krish Infotech, so that will be printed. After deleting a, it is showing you the error message. A is not defined because we just deleted this particular variable which is not defined at all. So this particular print a statement is not working. It is showing you the error message. Okay, so this is how you can delete a variable or string, and even the list. Okay, the next thing which we are going to see is manipulating strings in Python. How to manipulate? So manipulating is nothing but, as we discussed earlier, working with string values. So what is called string manipulation? The process of adding, deleting, and updating the string. So addition is we can modify a string by appending a new string to the original string. So for this, string concatenation operator is used. I think you remember this, else you just watch our previous video, which is having the uses of string concatenation and how to add, how to append a new string along with the original string. Okay, so next one is deletion. It is used to remove a particular part of a string. For this, you can use both range slice operator or even a del function. Okay, so both the things can be used. And the last one is updation. So the process of modifying and updating the content of a string. For this, replace function, which we learned now in this video. These are the three main string manipulation. The process of string manipulation are available in Python. So by here, our string manipulation is getting over, and this chapter is also getting over here. We'll see in the next chapter. Thank you. Happy learning.